Hi, how are you all doing today? Yes, I'm recording to make sure. I hope you all are doing fine. I want to thank everybody who has liked, subscribed, listened, everybody. Today I have a video that's different, and of course, let me know what you think about it, and I will let you know what I think about this video as well. So, yeah, without further ado, I'm going to try to... I just need a bigger desk. That's the only problem. Jump into it, and gotta have my contacts in, so yeah. It's a beautiful look. Let's see where we go with this. Okay, I'm not familiar with this. So, alright. What the heck? Oh, wait a minute. Ren. Okay. So, yeah, I did not load this myself. I did not load this myself today. I didn't have time. We got a dead raccoon next door, and I had to make sure one of my dogs wasn't going to jump the fence because he's trying to. I did not load this. Somebody else did for me, and they put up this video because, alright, that's cool. That's okay. They didn't know. Or he didn't know, but, I picked another one, but you know what? Let's go with it. People like Ren. I'm not too familiar yet, but I'm going to become more familiar. I definitely want to expand my horizons and not get away, but just, I grew up with Queen, Led Zeppelin, Prince, and I pretty much stuck with a lot of their music, and listening to that. And alright, so I was confused, but then I saw the word Ren in there, and if that's his real name, can somebody let me know, because I don't know. I thought somebody said Ron, but maybe they meant R-E-N. Okay. Crazy. How can you see? Oh. my God, he can sing.
La me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly. 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man, he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 20.
You know, I hear what he's saying, although he's talking fast. I do hear what he's saying. I knew a girl growing up when I lived way up north and we had horses. I remember, not her father, but I remember her mother. Her mother said, we have to have the best of the best when it came to horses. The best barrel horse. I don't care what the price is going to be. They owned a restaurant slash hotel slash bar all in one. The mom and dad had money, and they had 2 daughters. And I became friends with one, but I just remember everything about that mother. You know, your horse has got to be the best. You've got to get the blue ribbon, not the red ribbon, meaning first place, not second place. You know, you've just, everything had to be perfect. She had to just do it, and she couldn't, but she tried. I know she did. I had a horse who, he was a Mustang, and she ended up getting a quarter horse. Well, you know, a Mustang is a good horse too. He was testy, but he taught me a lot. She took a lot of ribbons. I took a lot of ribbons in horse shows, but she had to get that red ribbon. If not, I was not allowed to spend the night over there, or she was not allowed to spend the night at my home. On weekends, of course, maybe school days even, with the same school. I don't know. I remember her mother had to have the beautiful Cadillac, and she did, and she called it Bessie. And it was in horrible rain one day, and she's like, oh, Bessie, come on, you can get us through this. And she's like, it was insane. The family was all about, maybe this is too, money, but all about, from what I take it right now, all about money. The family was all about freaking money. I couldn't deal with it. I hated it. I wanted to go sit in my backyard. We had a creek, flip over rocks, catch crayfish, and then I wanted to go ride my horse after I had homework done, go ride my horse, and I wanted to spend time with our dogs and the simple life. But her mother was always, you can do it, you're going to do it, and you're going to have the best horse in the country, or in the state, sorry. Your horse is going to take state, it's going to be the best. Never happened. Family pushed her too much, and boom, she became a drug addict. So that was her life, and I was gone.
7 dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28 inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval, moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket. "35, he gets a call. I'm sorry, son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack. I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed up, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion, heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again. Fuck.
Happens.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words, mine, mine, gimme. 41 he wasn't walking, 42 not walking quickly, 43 never running round the pavements of his city, 44 inside a palace with a mountain of gold. But those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck the money and fame. Cut the music.
Jeez.
This isn't entertainment. This is real life. The way we live is lunacy. Community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we design. Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution? Everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive. We're parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface then consumes till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise.
Oh my god. Don't tell me. This video is spot on, but
45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father. It's such a damn shame.
Oh God.
Then he presses on the trigger of a money game.
Oh. Part 3. Okay. I don't need to hear anything now. That was a little hard to watch. Actually, that was a lot hard to watch. Suicide is never the answer. What a video. I mean, not saying YouTube should have removed it. No. He's a performer. He's an artist. I'm saying that, I don't know what I'm saying. I have no idea. But I was listening to his words all along. This guy, that, I don't know. I've only have one other video of him up, and I listened to it, and it was good. Yes, yes, yes. This is what you call freaking reality. Reality. And you push yourself so far that and then you got it all, and then once you have it all, life becomes so boring because you have it all. What do you do? What do you do? Especially when he was hurt, and ended up in a wheelchair in this video. What do you do? You live your life like that? No. No. Working hard. From a young boy, his dad pushed him and pushed him and pushed him and pushed him and pushed him. And he had it all, and then he had nothing. Not even his life. And I think that is just something that's really sad. Really sad. Because there are people like that in the world, and it happens every single day. People who bet on the stock market, people who bet on their horses, people who do a scratch-off ticket because they have nothing, and they keep losing and losing, or they keep winning and winning, and then they're like, I have a lot of money now, and I'm going to go for that one big one, the big jackpot. And they lose it all. They lose their home. They lose their wives, or they lose their husband. They lose their children. This is my reaction to the video, and this is what I think was pretty much happening. And you lose it all. Why would you want to? What's there to live for? I am. If this was a reality, if this was something that was reality, it is. Actually, it is reality. I'm sorry. He made a video of what many people do all the time. All the time. You climb that ladder and you get what you get. And I know it's a little emotional and it's a little hard to just to get into words right, but you climb that ladder, you get what you get, and you have everything, and then you end up in a wheelchair and you're screwed, and you can't enjoy that everything. So you're like, toss in the towel. I often think, if I had cancer, do I want to go through chemotherapy? The treatment's pretty worse than treatment's pretty worse than the damn cancer itself till the end. They just drug you up. Don't feel anything. Like pancreatic cancer, stuff like that. I don't even know. I can't answer that, but this is my reaction to that very sad video. This guy is just like, I don't know, he's the words to what he is, what he does, how he thinks, how he made himself is it's way out there in the universe. But this video was not the one that was supposed to come up, and it did, and I'm happy, because I probably would have come across it looking, and I would say, oh yeah, Ren, and played it. But that's sad. That video, I think everybody should watch that video, because if you are that person, you know, and all of a sudden you got it all and you're living the high life, and something happens to you that's drastic, but you're alive, and you can't enjoy driving a Lamborghini. You can't enjoy swimming in your lap pool. You can't enjoy eating your foods because maybe you can't taste them anymore. There's just so much. Yeah, a lot of people commit suicide because of loss, because they had it all, and then all of a sudden they're not that healthy, happy person that climbed that ladder. And I wouldn't want to be extremely wealthy. I just, want to be happy, healthy, and living comfortably in my own little home one day. But I don't want to be that way, because I'm afraid that something would happen to me. And yeah, that's my reaction to the video. I think this guy is a super genius, and I mean super genius. I think he's that. I don't care about the other songs he may have done where he's just like, they're fast, he's going off and all that. They're good. I like him. I'm glad that I was turned on to him. I think he's very attractive. I think, wow, I heard him sing. At first I thought that was somebody in the background when he was in the mirror, but then it was him. He sings. He actually can sing very, very well. And it's like he climbed out of hell, being sick with like Lyme disease. I heard Lyme disease. Yeah, I'm happy for him. I'm very happy for him. Okay, I want to thank you all for turning me on to this video. I think it's very sad. I just think it's very sad that that's the way it ended. I thought he was going to shoot the other people, then they were going to come back to life and play again or something. I don't know. Your mind goes to weird places when you do this, so because you don't know. And yep, that's my reaction. This guy went above and beyond with this one. This is reality. This is not just a song singing about, who is it? Poison. Don't want nothing but a good time and all that crap. Yeah, well, don't we all? No, this is a song that touches us all. All of us. How many people today are getting cancer? How many people today are getting shot by drive-bys? How many people who are just out shopping, or they're out in a group of people and mass shooting comes along? How many people are overdosing from drugs? How many people? Way too many. Way too many. And how many parents are pushing their children to be number one and won't settle for number two? I knew one girl, and that was with her horse. It didn't work. Her mother laid off, but she had no choice. The girl grew up. And I left. I didn't want any part of that mother. This is hardcore. It's just like the real deal. You can watch it, and if you take those mental notes and don't let anybody make you or tell you what you can be, and be it. Do it, be it, do it, be it, do it, be it, because you're just that. Nope. Be what you want to be. He is just, man, I have no word. I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss for words for him. That was a good video. It's a video I could play on my TV now that I know it, and I could play that on my big screen TV, and I could watch that and just remind myself over and over. You know, I have a daughter. Don't push her hard. I don't. Don't push her hard. I don't. And make sure you don't push her hard. And I don't. And let her be her own person. And I do. Yeah. At least that's my takeaway. That is my video reaction. That's mine. And if I got it all wrong, chime in, please. I'm sure other people may think different. And I may have missed something where I don't have it completely right. But this is my video reaction. And I see from a very, very young child that, you know, he was superb. He was walking very young and walking faster, and so all right, I want to thank you all very much. Please like and subscribe. Hang around. You never know what's going to pop up on my screen. I never know. You know, there are times I just don't have time to do it, so I ask somebody else and I write it down, you know. And this was one that was on my list, but it wasn't like today. So I wanted to wait, but you know what? This guy, he steals your heart. He does play on your heartstrings. He is good. I'm glad that I was introduced to him through somebody online, and I'm glad that that video played. That video is something that I will carry with me for the rest of my life, and I believe that I will also have my daughter watch it and tell me her takeaway from it. What does she think is going on? I want her to know. I do, because I am not that parent. Nobody should be. Be what you want to be. Thank you all. Please like and subscribe. Please. You help me, and I'm trying. Without crying, because I didn't, but I'm trying. And I'm going to keep trying. And I have other artists, not just Queen and Prince and all that. There are so many others that you may like, and you know, they're different too, but it's music that I have listened to in the past, and I thought, because I listen to a little bit of everything, and maybe you would like it too. I don't know. So Let me know what you think of this with me. I may be way off base here, but this is my video reaction. Thank you all. Have a good evening. I appreciate you. Good.